So I'm Kenna Mullen. This is my debate response. So the debate that I chose to respond to was that economic and other forms of interdependence can create world peace. So I'm arguing that they can. I'm doing the rebuttal for that they can't, that it won't create world peace. So the 3 points that were made in the video that I watched was that once a country is affected, all of them are affected. And the example used was coronavirus. So this, even though, yeah, it can mean that when one country is affected by something like coronavirus, other countries are more susceptible to getting that too and more likely to get it. However, this also does mean that countries might be more willing to help if everyone is connected. So the good example is coronavirus because for example, when the doctors from Italy went to go, the doctors from China went to go help out in Italy, I know there's the Disney Channel star Jennifer Stone who is in Wizards of Waverly Place, and she's actually like an RN, and she is out there helping out. So she was somebody that I know a lot of us, I'm sure, have grown up watching. So just being able to see that. So obviously, more people are willing to help. She is willing to help throughout this country, and then those doctors who went from China to Italy were willing to help those different nations as well. So even though it does mean that people can be affected more and it's more likely for that to happen, it also just does mean that we do have more relief and we do have more support to fall back on in that sort of time of need. The second point that was made was that once a country or a nation has enough power, they'll try and take over another nation or another state. His example was Russia and the Ukraine. So I said this might be true in some cases, however, it does kind of just depend on the nation and the leader. So I took this again back to Module 3. I think this is something that's really important to be discussed. But again, to the two countries that no two countries that have a McDonald's have ever fought against each other. So I think that even though that could be true, if different countries, say the U.S. and Italy, have some economic tie together to where it kind of does benefit both of our economies, we're not going to go in and try and conquer them and take over their country, and they're probably not going to try and do the same to us because it could affect their economy in a negative way. So I think that's just another thing, is that when you have the interdependence, you are dependent on each other, and therefore you wouldn't do anything to jeopardize your own dependence. And then the third point that was made was that military alliances cause allies to go into conflict. And then this, again, definitely can be a true statement. However, it kind of ties back to the economy thing, that they're not going to want to risk themselves getting hurt, as well as another economy or another country that is helping them. So instead of creating conflict, they might be more willing to go help. This could include the joint military operations with different countries. It could include inter-U.S. military dependence, so Army and Navy working together. It kind of just creates peace within the nations and the states and everything like that, because it does get everyone to kind of work together and help. On a larger scale, for example, if, again, Italy needed our help, we could go help them out. So I think it's just, the military is it's a good thing to have. And even though, yeah, it might lead to different conflicts and stuff, we also can use it to our own advantage too, and different countries can use different militaries, to their own advantage. So all in all, I do think that interdependence can create world peace. However, I think that different leaders need to be willing to do that.